Welcome to Luxury Living's Top 20 Richest Criminals in the World 2022. So who are the world's richest criminals? We all understand that doing bad stuff is wrong. However, it is now abundantly evident that there is a sizable reward. There are people in the crime world who have amassed enough wealth from the criminal underground to fund an entire army. This compilation was made using data from Celebrity Net Worth, Forbes, and the Richest to provide as much accuracy as possible. Number 20. Charles Manson. Net worth $400,000. Charles Manson was an American cult leader, singer-songwriter, and criminal. In California, Manson established the Manson family, which later gained notoriety. 9 killings were committed by his followers at 4 different places in July and August 1969. Number 19. Nicky Barnes. Net worth $500,000. American former crime boss Nicky Barnes was active in New York City in the 1970s. 2 years later, Barnes established the Council, a 7-member African-American organized crime group that dominated the heroin trade in New York City's Harlem neighborhood. Number 18. Lee Davanzo. Net worth $500,000. Davanzo is the son of a loan shark and car thief who was shot and died in 1977 while attempting to elude an FBI agent. The younger Davanzo rose to fame last year as Drita Davanzo's husband on the television series Mob Wives. Number 17. Kenneth Petty. Net worth $500,000. Kenneth Petty was born in April 1978. In 2019, he married Nicki Minaj. He goes by the moniker Sue, and he has run into legal issues and done time in jail. Petty has a manslaughter conviction and is a registered sex offender. Number 16. Michael Franzese. Net worth $1 million. Michael Franzese is a former New York mobster and Colombo crime family capo. In the 1980s, the family played a significant role in the fuel tax fraud schemes. Since that time, Franzese has converted to Christianity and established a charity to support young people. On top of that, he also has an extremely successful YouTube channel. Number 15. Hector Jr. Pagan. Net worth $1 million. Hector Pagan used to be an associate of the Bonanno crime family and afterwards turned informant. Pagan is best known for having been Rene Graziano's ex-husband on the television show Mob Wives. Graziano is also related to infamous Bonanno family member Anthony Graziano. Number 14. Freeway Rick Ross. Net worth $1 million. Freeway Rick Ross is a drug trafficker and novelist from the United States, most known for the drug empire he built in California in the 1980s. Ross was given a life sentence, but the judge reduced it after an appeal, and Ross was freed in 2009. Number 13. Sammy Gravano. Net worth $2 million. Former underboss of the Gambino crime family, Sammy the Bull Gravano is best known for aiding in John Gotti's downfall. In a deal where he admitted to being involved in 19 murders, Gravano agreed to testify against Gotti and other organized crime figures for a reduced sentence. Gravano is now a famous YouTube personality, claiming to have left the world of organized crime behind him. Number 12. John Gotti Jr. Net worth $10 million. John Gotti Jr., often known as Junior Gotti, is an American gangster who served as the Gambino crime family's boss from 1992 to 1999. Gotti participated in 4 racketeering trials between 2004 and 2009. All of them resulted in mistrials. Number 11. Frank Abagnale. Net worth $10 million. American consultant Frank Abagnale is well known for his past as a check forger, imposter, and confidence man. When Abagnale claimed to have taken on no fewer than 8 identities, he rose to become one of the most well-known imposters in history. He currently works as an instructor and consultant for the FBI Academy. Alright guys, we're halfway through our list of the top 20 richest criminals in the world. If you're enjoying this video, we'd appreciate if you would take a second to like and subscribe, as it shows us that you value this content and helps us to know what videos you would like in the future. Now the remaining criminals. Number 10. Efren Taylor. Net worth $10 million. Acting U.S. Attorney John Horn's office claimed that Efren Taylor II, while serving as CEO of City Capital Corporation, oversaw a national Ponzi scheme that preyed on churchgoers. Taylor came up with a plan to defraud more than 400 people of $16 million. Taylor received a federal prison term of 19 years and 7 months. Number 9. John Gotti. Net worth $30 million. Italian-American gangster Actor John Gotti rose to prominence as the head of the Gambino crime family in New York City. Gotti gained notoriety by becoming one of the mafia family's highest-earning members in history. He died from throat cancer while still incarcerated on June 10, 2002, at the age of 61. Number 8. Rayful Edmond. Net worth $50 million. Rayful Edmond was a Washington, D.C.-based American drug lord in the 1980s. The introduction of crack cocaine into Washington, D.C. is attributed to Edmond. As the crimes in D.C. were increasing, it was dubbed the murder capital of the United States. Number 7. Big Meech. Net worth $100 million. Big Meech is the founder of the well-known Black Mafia family, which is a Detroit-based drug trafficking organization. Along with his brother Terry Flannery, they created the organization in the late 1980s. Their main business was cocaine distribution throughout the U.S. Number 6. Al Capone. Net worth $100 million. The American mobster and businessman Al Capone, widely known as Scarface, rose to prominence during the Prohibition era. He was the leader and co-founder of the Chicago outfit. When he was 33 years old, Capone's 7-year era as a boss came to an end. Number 5. El Chapo Guzman. Net worth $1 billion. Mexican drug kingpin El Chapo Guzman founded the Sinaloa cartel. The criminal group was given the name of the Mexican state of Sinaloa on the Pacific coast, where it was founded. El Chapo rose to prominence as Mexico's top drug lord in 2003. And was regarded as the most powerful international drug trafficker worldwide. Number 4. Griselda Blanco. Net worth $2 billion. Most people knew Griselda Blanco as La Madrina and the Black Widow. In the 1980s through to the early 2000s, Blanco, a drug lord from Colombia who belonged to the Medellin cartel, helped establish the Miami-based cocaine trade. While delivering cocaine from Colombia to New York, Blanco was accountable for more than 200 deaths. She passed away in 2012 at the age of 69 after being shot and killed. Number 3. Adnan Khashoggi. Net worth $2 billion. The Saudi billionaire businessman Adnan Khashoggi is best known for his extravagant business dealings and lifestyle. Khashoggi was detained for 3 months in 1988 after being accused of hiding money in Switzerland. When the U.S. prosecutors dropped the more serious allegations of racketeering and conspiracy in favor of obstruction of justice and mail fraud, Khashoggi stopped fighting extradition. Number 2. Carlos Lader. Net worth $2.7 billion. In addition to being a former drug lord in Colombia, Carlos Lader is also co-founder of the Medellin cartel. Carlos was released from prison the 16th of June 2020 after more than 33 years and 4 months in captivity. Lader ultimately ruled one of the largest known cocaine transportation empires. Number 1. Leona Helmsley. Net worth $8 billion. The nickname Queen of Mean was given to American businesswoman Leona Helmsley because of her reputation for authoritarian behavior. Helmsley was investigated for federal income tax evasion and other offenses in 1989 and found guilty of them. Leona Helmsley is the richest criminal in the world as of August 2022 with an estimated net worth of $8 billion. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed our most recent list of the top 20 richest criminals in the world. If you haven't done it already, please tap that like button and hit subscribe as we really appreciate it. And it helps us to bring out more content that we know you love. Thank you for watching Luxury Living.